Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first official IFC podcast. My name is Gavin, and I am your host for this amazing segment. My co-host, Sam, currently unavailable at the moment. He might be joining in a little bit. So, a little bit about me. This is our first official IFC podcast. Some things we'll be going over, some campus news, fraternity news, and as always, we'll have a special guest halfway through the segment. So a little bit about me. My name is Gavin. Obviously, I'm a brother of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity, and I am the IFC's Vice President of Marketing and Communications. Sam, my co-host, he is the Vice President of Membership Development for the Interfraternity Council, and is a brother of Theta Chi fraternity. So a little background about this podcast. We decided to do this in the beginning of this semester, just to get out some news and talk about life in a unique, different way on this virtual platform. This podcast was founded by yours truly, as well as Sam, as well as the rest of the executive board on the Interfraternity Council. This podcast represents the news of what's going on around Widener, as well as the men that are a part of the IFC community. Our podcast will be uploaded bi-weekly every Friday. It is currently 8:16 p.m. on Thursday night. So the podcasts are recorded a day in advance, so some of the news may have changed within the 12 hours of uploading. Make sure to follow us on social media. Links will be in the description below, with the Widener IFC on Instagram, subscribing and hitting the bell notification on the YouTube channel, as well as the IFC Facebook, and myself and Sam, our Instagrams will also be in the description below. Now, with my co-host, don't know where he is at the moment. He appears to be online. Oh, and here he comes. Everyone, please welcome our co-host, Sam.
Hello? Can you hear me?
He's in.
Yeah. Hi.
All right, Sam, I gave a little rundown about the podcast myself.
All right.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Sam, or Osama Al-Amdi. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm an international student here in Widener. And you're going to cut me off like that? Come on.
Oh, my phone started going off, you know? When you get the notifications, you got to see what they sent you.
All right, let me continue. All right. Let me start over. My name is Sam, or Osama Al-Amdi. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I am an international student here in Widener. I am a brother of Theta Chi, and I have a position in IFC, which is the VP Membership Development. Let's go. Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
So I talked about, a little bit of our social medias. They will be linked in the description below, how this podcast is being uploaded, as well as the IFC social medias as well. Sam, it's been a weird week with Widener this week, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of exams, quizzes.
Terms and quizzes, yep, next week. Good luck, all the nursing major. They have really big midterms next week, which is all right. I mean, you guys got it. Trust me.
Yeah, I could never do nursing.
Trust me. Same.
Thinking about nursing is just like, I don't know. I feel like I could study it, but once I'm out in the field, I don't know. Blood kind of weirds me out in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure if I could handle open wounds and, bodily fluids everywhere. Yeah, nursing. Like, the thing about me is that my entire family's nursing majors. So my dad's an RN. My mom went to nursing school. She's a teacher now. And my grandmother is a nurse. My aunt was a nurse. So,
Come on, what are you doing?
hypothetically, I would be a nurse, but I'm a business student, going to business school, double major in economics and finance. So I'm very much the black sheep of my family. Even my little sister's in high school right now, and she wants to go into pre-med, and she wants to go like in a pharmacist. So even that's medical, and I'm just I don't know. I can never get into it.
Nursing is not for everyone. To me, I feel like the medical majors or like whatever medical involving, it's not for me. It's not for everyone. I feel like it's for like a certain people. I don't see myself doing blood stuff and and working in a hospital at all.
Yeah, I could never do it.
All right.
Speaking of health, so I got an email this morning, actually more like this afternoon, about our daily coronavirus updates. So far this week, there's only been 4 new cases, 3 yesterday and only 1 today. So the numbers have been going down a lot.
That's actually really good. Widener. What Widener did is making everyone wear mask even on campus, even if you're like walking your dog or just crossing through the campus, you have to wear a mask, which is I see it's making improvement. I mean, look, this is to me is that's actually really good news. We used to hear like how many people, it used to be like 15, 12 every other day.
Yeah, the numbers are getting up there. I'm glad they're starting to finally die down a little bit.
Oh yeah, hopefully we can go back in campus next semester. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but finger crossed.
Really, fingers crossed. Next week's gonna be a big week, not only with the nursing majors, but there's a lot of different virtual events going on, with homecoming being next weekend.
Ooh, tough scene.
Like starting, I know on Monday, October 12th at 8, the PAC is doing like a live virtual game night, which I highly recommend you all going to. It should be fun. It's a virtual game show. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it sounds kind of fun.
I can't wait. See everyone there too.
As well, I mean, as well as the IFC, I know we're actually hosting a fraternity feud coming up.
Yep.
Which date and times will be released. That's why you guys should follow us on social media. You get updated with all the newest IFC events, news, and birthday shout-outs, and also chapter shout-outs as well.
Oh, yeah. For all the freshmen, Facebook page and Instagram page, don't miss out all the news that we post every week. It's really important. I mean, if you are interested from joining any fraternity, then please check us out. Instagram page and the Facebook. It's more important to see all the updates.
True. I know there's actually been a good amount of freshmen interested in joining, even through a virtual platform. They haven't even been on campus yet, but it's nice to see how the community has come together, especially with recruitment just finishing up for the IFC. Which the IFC just finished out bid handouts. I believe tomorrow is the day.
Tomorrow's the day, yeah.
Yeah, for any today, as they're watching this, but it's the day where all bids will be finalized, signed, and some of the newest members of the IFC community will be added. So congratulations, by the way, to everyone who got a bid and showed out for recruitment. It's a big step. I know for me personally, joining fraternity has changed me forever, made me into a better man. I know Sam can 100% contest to that.
Relate to that.
And also good luck with all the P&Ms on their bids. Virtual education and new member education. It's new for everyone. So just be ready for things to get a little bit weird on a virtual platform. I know for me personally, I'm actually a new member educator for my fraternity, Phi Delta Theta. And I've come up with a nice plan that's still immersive, makes our new members meet our brothers in a unique way, as well as learn about chapter history and organization history.
All right.
Sorry. Just reviewing my notes. I had a big test today. And I'm not sure how I did, I'll be honest. I'm kind of constantly going over to my Canvas, refreshing it, seeing when the grade will come up. It was in Finance 303. Notoriously known as one of the most difficult business classes any business student can take. So I've been like reviewing, refreshing. Fingers crossed I got a good grade on it.
You're a smart kid, bud.
I don't know. If I was smart, I wouldn't be super nervous about my grade because I don't think I did too hot. How about you, Sam? You have any big exams coming up? Any midterms?
Well, I have a midterm 2 weeks from today. I got 2 of them, so I should be fine. I already studied one of them. I'm not really worried about them, to be honest. I'm kind of prepared and ready. So.
See, I'm a terrible test taker.
Trust me, man. It took me a while to figure out how to study a week or 2 weeks in advance. It took me a whole good through the high school, through half of college until like right now. Trust me, it take a while. I used to study like a day or two before the exam. That's I don't know how I made it, but I know a lot of kids been doing this. I mean, trust me.
See, that was me freshman year. Freshman year, I was one to study the night before. Then sophomore year started to kick me in the butt. So I had to pick up better study habits. Something else going on with Widener as well. We all got an email today about homecoming court. So with homecoming being next week, there's been virtual nominations for homecoming. I encourage everyone to fill it out, nominate someone who you think should be worthy of homecoming court.
Man.
Like Sam, for example.
Yeah.
All specifications on who can be eligible for homecoming court is in the email. Make sure you fill it out with your name, information, and who you want to be on court. And then here I am receiving text messages.
Also, pass the link around to your buddies, your friends, your roommates. Just pass it around to all your friends. Trying to keep we're trying to have as much as we can make.
Yeah, with homecoming being on a virtual platform this year, I know SGA, IFC, the Product Activities Council, as well as countless other student organizations, have really tried to find out the best way to make it as engaging and fun as possible. Even though there may not be a game, the tailgate, as well as all the student-run tables and organizations going on outside the stadium, there are still ways to have fun and be engaged with the community. And also, I know there's been a lot of talk with alumni coming back virtually. So I am very much excited for what's happening during homecoming.
Oh, I love homecoming.
Ignore my housemates.
Where is our guest?
He'll be on. Our special guest will be on fairly soon. I know he had a previous meeting. Our special guest is a very busy guy.
Oh yeah. We can't wait.
See, my house is currently pretty loud. It's kind of bad timing on our part because tonight is a big game in football history. So tonight the Bears play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, also known as when father versus son. Nick Foles versus Tom Brady.
Oh, that's tough.
So the last time they played each other, they were on completely different teams, both of them. So it'd be kind of cool to see Nick Foles and Tom Brady come back again, and maybe, just maybe, Nick Foles will get the handshake from Tom Brady that he never got in Super Bowl 52.
See, I'm not a big fan on football, but I know it's a big game and a crazy one.
Yeah, all right. So as we're waiting here, I just got a notification that our special guest is joining us as we speak. So our guest is the drum roll Director of Fraternity Sorority Life here at Widener University, Phillip G. Gatling. As I accept him in, All right, Phil, welcome.
Up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How's it going,
What's up?
Phil?
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Good to see y'all.
Good. How's your day been, Phil? How was your meeting?
That's pretty good. The day has been pretty good. All the meetings have been good. Everything's going good. I can't believe it's 8:30. I feel like the day just started.
That is true. We were just talking about the game tonight between Nick Foles and Tom Brady, first time since Super Bowl 52. As an Eagles fan, I'm kind of excited because I want to see Nick Foles beat Tom Brady again. So
Yeah, definitely. Did you do fantasy? Did you all do fantasy teams or anything this year?
yeah, my fantasy team's not that good.
I learned my lesson last year, so I didn't participate this year.
Yeah, with the amount of injuries in the NFL right now, my team has kind of been taking a lot of hits. I had Austin Eckler who got hurt last week. Baker Mayfield's my quarterback. He's been doing okay, so it's been a weird week of fantasy with everything going on.
Definitely.
All right, so let's just get right into it. We're really happy to see you over here, Phil. Thank you so much for coming.
Definitely. Thanks for having me.
Of course, the first question, the most important question is, how are you?
I am good, Sam. Thanks for that question. I am good. I'm happy. Things are really going well. This fall semester has been really good. I was worried about the transition for the whole world, basically transition from being in person to being virtual. So I was worried, but I am super impressed. Every chance I get, I'm bragging about Widener, how good FSL is doing with virtual world. So I'm happy. My family's great. I'm good. FSL is having programs online, and we're doing, as you know, of course, we're doing IFC recruitment currently. You know, things are really going well with everything. So I am in a good place.
Glad to hear. Glad to hear. All right, for everyone who don't know, where are you from? Where exactly are you from?
Okay, I am from a small town in North Carolina, a long ways from here. Small town. My high school was about 100, maybe a little over 100 in my graduating class. So
Oh wow,
very small town.
Trust me, Phil. I've seen less. I've seen like 40.
Yeah, so I am new to Pennsylvania. When I moved here in 2019, I was brand new to Pennsylvania. First time being in Chester was when I came for my interview. Hard to believe that was a year ago.
Wow. All right. How do you like living down here, man? What do you think? Is that a big difference?
It's different. So before I moved here, I lived in Baltimore, Maryland. So I was closer to here than I was in North Carolina, obviously. But I like it so far. The only downfall is that I moved here and then I was here for a good, 8 months, and then the pandemic hit. And so like I didn't get to try all the restaurants that I wanted to try and things like that. So
Oh yeah, that's
good so far, but I feel like I need some more time. I need to go to restaurants and sit down and, eat at restaurants and stuff like that. So the pandemic has certainly kind of, messed up a little bit of me getting the whole Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Chester experience. But so far, so good. Everybody's been great. Living in Chester has been great. Definitely work with a lot of people in student engagement and student affairs that live by and keep me company and, show me the ropes in the area and stuff like that. So,
I mean, with restaurants opening back up, hopefully you can go fill out that bucket list of
any
all the nice restaurants.
Where's the first place I should go?
Well, I mean, I know recently my favorite restaurant opened up. It's in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, so a little bit far from Widener, but it's called La Michoacana, and it's a small little like Mexican restaurant. It's family run. It's on a street corner, and it is amazing. It's kind of like Chipotle style. So you come and make your own food, and I have a friend who lives in Kennett, and he just told me that they're opened up, so I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Nice.
I go to a Mission Barbecue. Come on, Mission Barbecue.
Oh, Mission Barbecue is
Yes.
amazing.
I frequent Mission Barbecue, so I definitely go there for takeout.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get like a good cheesesteak. Like I feel like that's the one thing that's missing off my list, and I gotta take care of that soon.
It's really hard. I don't know. To me, it's really hard to pick one place because there's so many good places. Like I don't know. I can't be like, oh yeah, go to Pat's or go to a Springfield one, or like I can't because they're all good. You just need to try and stick with
try them all, right?
Yeah.
Last time I was in Philly, I got Jim's, so I'm kind of leaning more towards Jim's right now.
Somebody has definitely mentioned Jim's to me, so like that's definitely on the list. I did get a chance to try. There's one in the Springfield Mall. Like, is it Tony Luke's? I think it is.
Tony, the Springfield Mall.
Tony. I
didn't know there was a Tony Luke's over there.
Yeah, I think it's called Tony Luke's. So I did try that. There was pretty good cheesesteaks there. So.
Yeah, I walked past that restaurant today.
I think my first official Philly cheesesteak was Tony Luke's.
Yeah, I enjoyed those. Oh, and those fries were amazing.
Yeah. So talk about home a little bit too. In North Carolina, if there's one thing from home you could bring up here to Chester, what would it be?
Wow, that's a good question. One thing I could bring from North Carolina up here.
It is a tough question.
That is a tough question. I guess one thing would really be our barbecue. We do really good pulled pork in North Carolina and vinegar-based barbecue. So I would definitely bring our special sauce for pulled pork, and bring some of our pulled pork sandwiches, which are really, really good. North Carolina has some really, really good barbecue sauces and some good pork. So
yeah, I heard you guys have the best. What is it called? Because I watched this show. It's a Netflix called American Barbecue or something like that. And there's a fat guy there. When you see him, good chef. He pulled the best. What is it called? I think it was belly pork or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to cook this, and you guys have the special North Carolina sauce, and it looks so good.
Yeah, and a thing that's really common, like further in the South, I'm sure it happens up north as well, but in the South, it's really common to find people with roasting pigs or, like cooking the whole pig for events and cookouts and barbecues and stuff like that. That's something really common. It's not uncommon for your regular cookout to turn into an event where you roasting like a pig and you have pork for days and stuff like that. So I definitely miss that aspect of things as far as the food. We do have some really good food. So I would definitely bring the food up, bring my family up too.
Oh yeah, that's a smart answer.
Listen, Widener is the fire pit now, so if we're trying to roast the pig,
I mean,
get some of that North Carolina sauce, bro.
I mean, I'm pretty good. Not gonna toot my horn, but I'm pretty good in the kitchen. I'm pretty good.
All right.
Okay.
We'll keep that in mind, all right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk more about you fraternity. What fraternity were you involved in college, and how did it develop you?
Y'all have some good questions here. I gotta think. So the fraternity I'm a part of is Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. It's a part of the National Pan-Hellenic Council. Here at Widener, our council is the IGC, which is still a member of the same. I think for me, it really, really shaped my life starting at an early age. A lot of my family members and teachers, friends of the families were a part of fraternities and sororities growing up. So for me, going to college, it was a no-brainer. I knew that I wanted to join a fraternity. I knew the specific one I wanted to join. And it really changed my life even more. My first job I got out of undergrad, I got through the fraternity because, you know, someone was a part of a fraternity, recognized me from people that they knew in our network, and I got that job, you know, and it just kind of started from there. My undergrad experience, my Greek life advisor was amazing, phenomenal guy. He really took the time to get to know our students, you know, and get to know everyone, and just kind of like, you know, show people about leadership, and not only leadership, but like networking skills. And I think about the programs I put on in undergrad, and it's funny how things come full circle. In undergrad, I was hosting events in the chapter, and, you know, now, hey, I'm still doing it. So definitely was transformative for me. It definitely gave my life meaning, definitely. Not that it didn't have meaning before, but joining the fraternity gave me even more meaning.
Give it the spice
to people. So, yeah.
See, that's what I said for every single one. If you are a freshman and you don't know if you should join a fraternity or not, just listen to that. I mean, fraternity is not only during school year, it's for the rest of your life. Definitely. As you said, as you mentioned earlier, you got the first job through your fraternity. This is how easy it is to have your brothers have your back, and obviously get you, like, you know, you have a connection. That's what I'm trying to say. You have a connection. As long as you have a fraternity, you have a big, huge connection.
Yeah. Great. And I even think about, like, currently now, you know, I joined, you know, over a decade ago, I'd just say, you know, I joined the fraternity, and I still am connected to everyone that I was connected to in undergraduate. I've been in weddings, you know, I've been a groomsman for fraternity brothers that I joined with. I've, you know, been around for baby showers, you know, from these same men, you know, and it doesn't stop. Like, the work doesn't stop at the undergraduate level. You know, we join fraternities in undergrad, but those connections still last. You know, even Gavin, you and Sam, you know, you'll notice you still talk to alumni that have already graduated. You're friends. I know you all are still friends and roommates with people who graduated. So, like, it doesn't end. Your connections just get stronger and your network gets larger. You guys can probably go to, I don't know, you can go to California probably, and
you still found your brothers there too.
Found your brothers there in California or wherever you go internationally, you know.
Internationally too, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. When did you decide to get like a higher education? Like, that's a good question.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I started the first career that I spoke about. I was taught in the high school. And I was doing a lot of stuff, but I was in the graduate chapter. And as you all know, you have graduate advisors, and, you know, your chapter, they're alumni. So I took a role being a part of a undergraduate chapter's advisory team. And I think for me, that part was stressful, but it definitely opened my eyes to, like, that level of higher education. And I started doing that type of stuff and doing events and mentoring on that level. And it was kind of then that I knew that I wanted to go into higher ed. So after about 4 or 5 years of teaching, I was like, oh, I kind of want to do something like this full time. So I just, you know, put myself out there to get some part-time jobs at colleges and stuff like that, and just work my way in. So I'll say and I've been in higher education now for quite some time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's answered the next question. Where have you worked before Widener?
Well, no, I can still answer that question. Before Widener, I worked at another college in Maryland, another college in Maryland. And that was a really exciting experience because I worked at an institution that did not have Greek life. And I was able to, and there were no fraternities there, you know, and I was able to work with different people to bring fraternities and sororities to fruition there. So that was kind of like when my passion, like, expanded, like double, triple, you know, that experience, just seeing how a university with no fraternities and grows and bring fraternities and just see how it evolves and stuff like that. So that was probably, one of the most impactful parts of my higher education career, definitely seeing that. And so that was my most recent job.
All right.
It might have been a really eye-opening experience. So this is our last question for you, Phil. So out of everywhere you've worked, what has been your favorite school you've worked at? And why is it Widener?
Oh, wow, you can't ask that question.
Why is it Widener?
Okay, great question. I love Widener for many reasons. I would say Widener is definitely a place that it's kind of like that melting pot of there's so many different opportunities. There's so many different organizations. There's so many different students that are interested. And so one of the things that I like is that since I've been here, I've met so many students that are interested in higher education, that are interested in leadership, interested in learning, where I feel like at Widener, it's not really a forced thing. I get a lot of students that talk about their goals and what they want to do and accomplish. So I will say the one thing I love about Widener is the drive and the initiative from the students. Perfect example, we're here tonight with the podcast. And, this is an initiative that was driven directly by you all, by students. So I find it really satisfying that I'm at a place where students come to me with ideas and students come to me with thought-provoking questions. So one of the things that I think that makes Widener special to me and why I love it is the drive of the students and the connections. It's been a weird journey for me because I started last August here and I've only been able to spend, a couple of months on campus in our normal scenario. And so just the fact that, like within my first 6 months here, I was able to really make some really good connections with students that really made me feel welcome and appreciated. And, that doesn't always happen so soon or so quickly. So it definitely speaks volume to the family atmosphere and like the appreciation that students have at Widener just for people and just the care and concern. So that really speaks volume that I was able to, feel welcome so soon. So
of course, Phil, you're a lovable person, man. Everyone loves you, and you're an easy person. It's like you are nice, and it's not you don't make stuff difficult. That's why we actually like you. You said we love you, right?
Oh, well, thank you.
Show me the shirt. Phil, I'm sorry, Gavin. Show me your shirt.
Oh, wow.
See, he loved Widener.
We're all Widener.
We are all Widener.
This is a proof.
Yeah. And I didn't just wear it for the podcast either.
Oh no, you wear that all the time. Trust me. Go ahead, Gavin.
I was going to say that not only do we love Phil, but Phil's also an amazing van driver. He's really good at navigating crazy Texas roads and long trips. So,
what happens in Texas on ASB stays in Texas.
All right, Phil. So with that being said, thank you.
Thank you so much, Phil. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, let's see.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right. Well, I will see you all later. Can't wait for the next podcast. See you.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil.
Okay, bye.
Cool. He's a great guy.
All right, everyone. You just heard we were talking to Phil, the greatest person of all the time. One of the best people who I actually worked with in IFC. And
honestly, one of the best people I've worked with.
Yeah.
In general.
You're right. Let's put it that way. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening. Also, let's talk about the next Podcast.
Yes.
Would you want to talk about this, Gavin?
Yeah, sure thing. So like I said in the beginning, our podcast will be bi-weekly. Our next podcast is scheduled to be released on Friday, October 23rd.
Oh, put that on your calendar. Don't
Mark it down.
mark it down.
And if you subscribe to the podcast, you can even turn on notifications,
So you see
You'll be
that?
notified when it's up.
See that ringy thingy? Just press that ring. Just like that. And you will you get updated every time we upload. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you guys for coming in. And we love you guys. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Don't go on campus without a mask. Otherwise, I'm going to call the campus security and they want to kick you out.
And they will write you a citation.
Which is
I know from personal experience. Not from me. Not from me. Not from me.
Not you.
I have sources. I have sources that can tell me that information.
All right, y'all don't want to get the citation, so wear a mask.
All right, everyone. So time is 8:50 p.m. I'm Gavin.
And I am Sam.
And thank you for tuning in. All right, everyone. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Get your work done. And as always, go Birds.
Go Bird!
All right, everyone.
See ya.